I love all my keyboards and I don't discriminate. But you do notice Yamaha especially starts off with an initiative and it gets abandoned, like the Motif series. There's no Motif XF10, but there are certain Yamahas that continue on like a legacy, and one of such is the Yamaha DGX-670, that series. There's 650, 660, 670, and now we're looking forward to the 680. So as opposed to dreaming about a new Motif XF 10 or whatever, I've chosen to dream up what a new Yamaha DGX-680 would look like. If Yamaha listened to serious players and producers and educators, I feel this is what the DGX-680 would bring to the table. Number one, it should have a touch screen interface. This would be the most essential upgrade because it's getting old with all these clunky buttons. A fully integrated high-resolution touchscreen panel will do it for me. Fluid navigation for style selection, voice editing, mixer, and more. And inspired by, I hate to say it, the Genos. Still from Yamaha. And the Montage UI. Yamaha, get some lessons, make this upgrade. Number two, advanced vocal features. Some built-in vocal tuning processors with intensity and pitch control would be good. A built-in auto-tune with varying degrees of subtlety would be nice. Vocoder mode would be nice with high quality usable vocoder patches. Dedicated mic input with gain control and an on-screen compressor and EQ settings, some of which are already in the keyboard. So shout out to Yamaha for making some of those available, but just up the ante on the quality. Number three, the much needed professional audio connectivity. I would imagine two dedicated line outputs, left and right, for stage and studio integration, and also a dedicated headphone output at a minimum. I'm not asking for too much. Even the Go Keys 5 has two dedicated line outputs, a left and a right. So this isn't rocket science, Yamaha. Make it happen, as well as a dedicated headphone output. And then keep the USB audio interface intact. Do not remove this, Yamaha. Warning. And optional, of course, to have the Bluetooth audio not just being projected in, but I would love to see a Bluetooth audio out so I can send it directly to my speakers or directly to my devices. So I don't just want a Bluetooth audio in, I want it in and I want it out as well. The fourth thing I'll be looking for would be some voice and style expansion. So some memory slots, and it could just be USB, or it could be a Yamaha bespoke solution like Roland has got the Roland Cloud, the WC1 dongle. I would like to see something like that from Yamaha for downloadable voices and styles. You know, access to a Yamaha Cloud similar to Roland Cloud, support for voice packs, you know, like the Genos and the PSR series, things like that, where you can expand your keyboard and you don't have to buy a new one for decades. Number 5, mixing, power and control. I would love to see at least a 32 band EQ, master EQ, and maybe some multi-part EQ and effects per channel would be nice. I know this already exists, unbeknownst to many. Yes, you can put some reverb and chorus and delays and so on the individual voices. So I'd like to see some live mixer style faders on the screen. You know, a nice touch screen that could do that will be great. Custom FX chains for style, songs and voices would also be nice. The sixth thing I'm thinking of is a more expressive keyboard experience. Take some lessons from the big dogs. Talk to your friends at, I hate to tell you who to speak to, go speak to them. But but let there be some improved graded hammer action with fluid keybed mechanics. I like the montages feel. Now, if you could make that happen, that will be crazy. That would be really nice. Also, the addition of aftertouch. It's long overdue in this category. I know Yamaha, you're holding back because you can make it happen, so make it happen. What about something fully programmable like velocity curves will be nice. The seventh thing I'm thinking of is a performance level sound set, like A+ tier super articulation and real expression voices. You know, I know the voices have been improved from the 660, but you got to take it up a notch. You got to go into the super articulation top tier, premium drums, orchestral libraries, not this bland flat stuff that is absolutely dishwater dull, zero dynamics. I hate to say it, but there's a lot of stuff that is average in the 670. A lot of the voices have no punch. You got to improve on that. So some improved DSP and sound engine modeled after the Genos 2 will be nice. Number 8, a powerful sequencer with deep editing. Now, as it exists today, there's a lot you can do with a sequencer in the DGX-680, but a lot of people don't even access it. You know why? The interface is whack. It's so bad. The interface is like looking for gold in a junkyard. And while people like me have been able to find that gold, the unfortunate many have not even begun to unravel. So I think for people to know what this keyboard has today, you gotta up the ante with a powerful sequencer. And of course, it should be 16 track optional. Like, you should be able to use 16 tracks for your voices, or if you wanted to use 8 of the tracks for the style, you shouldn't be relegated to using the style. I think it would be great if you could use 8 of the tracks for styles, or if you didn't want to use it for styles, you could just use them as regular voices. It would be nice to have step edit, punch in and out. And I know this exists, but it's not clear enough. Like, you can actually drop into measure 28 and put something in there, but it's not very clear today. So the interface needs to be updated. We want event list editing. We want people to understand where they're punching in to where they're punching out of. Make it as clear as day. The ability to edit individual drum sounds in user-created kits would be nice. And the ability to save, export, and reload multi-track projects. And watch this, Yamaha, to be able to share across keyboards. Because right now, we're made to save it directly to our keyboards in a format that doesn't allow us to share it with others, except in waveform. Now, that's not really any good for building community. To build community, we need to be able to share files, okay? I know there's some security concerns. There's always going to be security concerns, but you've made this happen on other keyboards, okay? So the ability to save, export, and reload multi-track projects across keyboards, you got to make that happen. Also in the sequencer, the ability to have multi-track recording with wave if you like, or MIDI if you like. All of that should be available. Right now, you cannot record multi-track wave. It would be really cool if that could happen. It would save certain steps in my production process personally. Number 9 would be voice and drum customization. As I said previously, an onboard voice editor with filter, cutter for resonance, envelope, layering, split control, all that good stuff. A drum kit editor where you could swap individual hits like kick, snare, and hat, where you could adjust pitch and decay and stuff like that. And the option to load your own wave hits into drum kits would be nice. The 10th thing that I've hoped would come to the DGX is an arpeggiator. I know you can record stuff and have it kind of loop, but that's not what I'm talking about. Take a lesson from Goki's 5 with its arpeggiator. You hold a chord, you select the arpeggiator, and it just arpeggiates. No need to record, you do it right there on the fly. I'm hoping we can see something like this in the DGX in time to come. Dedicated arpeggiator button with presets by instrument category, maybe even some suggestions. A user pattern creation and tempo sync. Live loop capture. There are lesser Yamaha keyboards that can do this. And lo and behold, we can't do it on the DGX. It's no good. Also, assignable pads. We don't have any of those. What's up with that? No assignable pads? These are things we want to see in the DGX-680. Now, some bonus dream features would be some support for wireless app integration for deep editing, perhaps the ability to record wave and MIDI all at once, some assignable knobs, sliders, or touchscreen equivalents where the user has a little bit more control. Real-time controls for filter sweep, resonance, and effects would definitely up the DGX. Now, I know you're trying to be careful, Yamaha. You don't want to give too much competition for the Genos, but hey, you gotta do this. This is one final thing I would love to see. I would love to see the same way you have done in the 920 and the 720, not just by way of the expansion, but you know, if push comes to shove, I'll take it. But I need updated styles. I need you to go into your archives. Don't hold back. I need you to create an upgraded style engine, because the styles on the DGX today, if I said they were great, I would be in nice mode. Now, if I'm gonna be in my real mode, I'll say they are outdated. You don't have neo, no neo soul, no trap, no lo-fi hip-hop of all things that you should have. You don't. You don't have Afro-Cuban to the degree that I would have expected, right? It's kind of weak. You don't have jazz fusion. Very, very poor palette. Now, if I look at the Genos, it's a little bit better, but it's still not that great. You need to have current styles to keep this next generation, to keep them more tuned into your products. Because everyone wants to become a DJ these days, because the styles are lacking in the keyboards. So they're buying beats elsewhere. In order to take things up a notch, I would recommend having some user style import or export with layering. The layering is quite limited, so maybe give the ability to have 3-4 layers, some really cool groove quantization and real-time tweaking. Also style remix mode, like being able to swap rhythms and bass lines and comping parts on the fly would be nice. Also, incorporate a little bit of artificial intelligence if you can. I mean, AI has come to stay, so how about some more intelligent AI-driven swaps, like changing beats, morphing beats. You know, how about connecting that to a Yamaha cloud for some AI integration? Right now, AI is, whether we like it or not, it's come, right? So as opposed to people having to go to the Sunos of this world and the Udios of this world, or whatever you call that site, you might as well have an AI style generator. Maybe using AI to generate custom styles, maybe based on an example audio you own and you import as a user, you know, or a genre or groove you describe, like Afrobeat meets chill hop, like one of my favorites. And AI can learn from your playing and suggest variations or fills. Maybe also having an AI vocal assistant, so intelligent vocal effects are suggested based on pitch and dynamics. That would be nice. Maybe auto detection of vocal tone and key. You see, there are ways that Yamaha can be the leader in using AI, as opposed to leaving AI as a free-for-all in the Sunos of this world. And I'm, nothing against Suno. I'm just saying, for those musicians who want more AI control, how about having an AI performance companion? Maybe real-time AI chord recognition, which already exists, and smart accompaniment, and just having an adaptive backing band that follows your feel, tempo, and phrasing. These are things Yamaha should be investing in. Okay, just like some of the other companies are investing heavily in AI, Yamaha had better be doing that. So, I'm hoping that AI will take a front seat in technology of the future for Yamaha. Maybe using AI optimized workflows. Maybe when you get into your DGX, the AI companion asks, hey, what are you looking to do? Let me help you with your workflow. Let's do this part, and just help you through it. Yamaha not giving them any ideas, but they could have an optional AI cloud subscription, as I was alluding to. Access to new voices, new style packs, AI generated sounds. This is the future. You might as well embrace it. With AI, DGX-680 will become your musical partner. Now, while I'm asking for all these bells and whistles, I know it takes time to develop and test. And we may not exactly be there yet for a lot of them, but at least we can dream, right? Maybe these could be in a 690. So anyway, those are my lofty ideas and dreams for the DGX-680, a tool that learns from you, it adapts, but it could also suggest. And you're always in the control seat as the conductor. The DGX-680, it would be not just smarter, but it would be more human. Now, I haven't seen a grand display of AI from any of Yamaha's products just yet, but I'm hoping that the DGX-680 will be the beginning of such. Who knows, whenever that's going to be released. But those are my ideas for the DGX-680. What do you have in mind? Do share. Let me know your thoughts about the DGX-680 and, in general, keyboards of the future. What do you see keyboards of the future to be? Thanks for listening. Smash the like button, and I look forward to your comments.